Thanks for taking a few minutes with me. I'm George Snyder, one of the developers of the AI-MCP Agent platform, and this is part of a series where I build a real working agent for a specific business problem, start to finish, right in front of you. Today, we're heading into commercial insurance. Today's solution is an underwriting triage assistant for commercial insurance. It reads a new submission, classifies the risk into a tier, and recommends whether to auto-bind it or refer it to a senior underwriter, grounding every decision in the carrier's own underwriting guidelines and citing the exact rule it relied on. Over the next few minutes, we'll design it, look at the knowledge that powers it, test it live, and then put it into production, all inside the AI-MCP Agent Designer. Here's the agent in the Visual Designer. Every solution is a workflow. Read left to right. It starts, connects to a language model, draws on a knowledge base of underwriting manuals, adds a voice services task so it can also speak and listen, follows its triage instructions, and returns a routing recommendation. There's no code. Each capability is a task. You drop onto the canvas and configure. The heart of this use case is its knowledge. The knowledge task connects the agent to a private library, the carrier's commercial property underwriting guidelines, its risk tier classification matrix, and years of historical loss and appetite notes. At question time, the agent retrieves the most relevant passages and reasons only from them, so every tier and routing call is grounded in the carrier's own approved rules, and cites the specific guideline or matrix row behind it. This use case needs no external MCP servers. Its power comes entirely from this private knowledge base. Before we ship anything, we test it. The test agent panel lets us talk to the agent exactly as an underwriter would. We hand it a clean submission, a well-protected masonry office with a low loss ratio, and it classifies the risk, recommends auto-bind, and cites the guideline. Then we push on it with a risk outside appetite, a frame restaurant with no hood suppression, and it correctly declines it as ineligible and explains why. Every turn is also metered. Opening the chat history shows the exact per-turn cost, the model, the tokens, and the running session total. And finally, notice the voice control up top. With its voice task, this same agent can run as a voice agent too over WebSocket or WebRTC. With the agent tested, it's time to put it to work. Saving it publishes the agent with a unique code, and it can be delivered in several ways. The first is an embeddable chat widget. Here a broker or an applicant asks the agent directly and gets an instant grounded answer, self-service, any time of day. A broker asks whether a risk can auto-bind, and the widget answers straight from the carrier's manual, cited, consistent, and available around the clock to everyone at once. But most underwriting desks keep a person in the loop, so the second way is Chat Assist, our live agent co-pilot. Here an underwriter is working a live conversation. When a submission comes in, they hand it to the assistant, which is running the very same agent, and it drafts a grounded recommendation, the risk tier, the routing, and the reasoning, straight from the manual. The underwriter reviews it, edits if they'd like, and sends it to the customer. The AI does the lookup and the first draft. The human keeps the judgment and the final word. And there's a third way to reach it, the phone. Because this is an AI-MCP agent, the very same agent or a whole multi-agent team can connect to a standards-based SIP telephony provider and answer real phone calls, so a broker could simply dial in. It's all managed here in Telephony Setup. The provider, the phone numbers, and the call history. One agent delivered on the web, in chat, and over the phone. That's Underwriting Triage from end to end. An agent that reads a submission, assigns a risk tier, and routes it. Every decision traceable to the carrier's own manual, and delivered as a chat widget, a live agent co-pilot, or a phone line without a line of code. Thanks for watching. I'm George Snyder, and I'll see you in the next AI-MCP use case deep dive.